2 months ago, these locks were straight out the box and installed. But here we are now, and they're already breaking down. You see, the more I touch these locks, the more I realize somebody rushed this install. There was too much tension, the locks were breaking off, the foundation just was not set correctly. I tried to test out a look that I thought might work, but the moment he saw the mirror, he shut that down. Yeah, no, that ain't it. And this hairline, it's light, it's uneven. It's not even much room to line up, let alone enhance. So the real question here is, what style actually fits him for where he's at right now? Take a journey with me to see if I can flip this rough style into a style that finally makes sense. For free hair services, click on the link below. Now, every once in a while, you're gonna wanna grow out your hair for some locks, but you don't necessarily wanna go through the process of getting locks. That's where the extendos come out. I'm talking about these extensions. Ryan came in with a few dreadlocks on top, but he already knew they weren't really working for him. To me, the look was off balance, and it was clear that he would either need more locks or just cut them all off and reset. At that point, his goal was to grow the rest of his hair out, so he could either get extensions or possibly start from scratch with a brand new grid. Now, during that stage, you gotta be real careful about what hair you cut, especially if you're planning to build structure later. So when he asked me for a cleanup, I kept it light. I hit him with the 1.5 guard taper on the sideburns just to get him looking fresh. I mean, we'll get to that. It's a little complicated. Because you're planning for new locks, especially if you're thinking about redoing an entire grid, you don't know how much hair you're gonna need. That hairline section might get used to build out a whole new foundation. So if I would have gone in and started edging them up like a regular cut, it could have ended up taking away hair he actually needed. So personally, this is why I think that the real value of a consultation isn't just what you say, it's what you don't do. And clearly, it was important for me to think ahead and not just clean them up for the moment. All right, so boom, about 2 months pass, and then this man Ryan pulls back up with a full set of new locks. Now, let me be real with y'all. I was happy for the guy. He finally had what he wanted. More coverage, a fuller look. But at the same time, I was low-key hurt. My guy went to somebody else to get these extensions installed. And me? I just sat there holding my comb like a betrayed stepdad. But it's cool. I got you, Ryan. You see this sink right there? You see that water knob? I'm gonna turn this thing all the way to the left. You know what that means, right? Ryan? Lava. Nothing but straight volcanic remorse coming out of that faucet. And it don't stop there. Now you're gonna get some steam. Because when you go over to that side and get your locks done, but then come back to me for the fix, this is what happens. As the great philosopher DMX once said, let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Welcome back, Papa. Now, once I calmed my emotions down, I got straight to work. I shampooed thoroughly because, listen, you cannot let that buildup linger inside freshly installed locks. That's a one-way ticket to itchy regret. Then I went ahead and oiled the scalp. Not just the locks, the scalp. I don't know who needs to hear this, but oil is for the skin, not just the hair swinging from your head. You want that moisture locked in where it matters most. Then I grabbed the blow dryer. You know what to do with the blow dryer, right? Boom! I see Mimo, I found one. A little busted soldier in the back, a damaged lock. Now, I've seen this before, and I knew what it was almost immediately. That dreadlock machine. You see, when you use a machine to create dreadlocks, you're gonna run into some issues. You see, you're over forcing the hair because you're working it through tension and speed. If you're not careful using that thing, you're gonna end up with a whole bunch of weak points, tears, and straight up breakage. You see this lock here? It snapped clean, almost too clean. So I pulled out the crochet needle. Now, for all that know, when I see it locked down, I gotta pick up the needle. So I pulled out that crochet needle, that soft thread one, the one that bends with intention, not force, and I got to reinforce in this lock. Now, just to make sure that this job is solid and done correctly, you already know what I gotta do. I do the pull tug test. Y'all see that, right? That baby passed that test. Now, everybody knows that revived locks deserve likes. So go ahead and test that like button for my guy Ryan. So now that the locks are in a safer situation, it's time to move into the fade. And y'all already know Ryan originally wanted to grow out the sides to get more locks. But based on where we are right now, you can see things didn't really turn out that way. I ain't mad though. Sometimes that growth stage gets a little too awkward. You end up questioning your whole identity, and when the waves ain't waving, the curls ain't curling, and the locks ain't locking, yeah, that face starts looking real attractive again. So here's what I did. I started cutting off the locks that just didn't make sense to hold on to anymore, the random ones. Some of those lock sections were sticking out where the grid didn't really continue. So I pulled out that mirror, showed Ryan, and we both decided to cut them clean off. Sometimes you gotta let go of that leftover mess to really give the style a fresh direction. Once that was cleared, I went in with my clippers and gave Ryan like about a mid fade. I would say it's a mid fade. It looks like a mid fade to me. I went straight across. I didn't drop it. I didn't go too high or too low, right through the middle. Because remember, he still has locks on top. If that fade is too high with a disconnected cut, listen, not only are you going to run into issues with gradients, we also got to take into consideration how dense that area, not area is. So yeah, y'all already know we got to do that clean retwist to the base, because when you've already done this much work on a set of locks, you might as well go all the way. You got to tie that whole look together. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you need to walk around styled up 24/7. That ain't the message here. But there's always a time for being chill and a time for being polished. And for some of us, that line is a little bit blurry. Truth is, that choice comes down to you. What kind of energy are you trying to give off? How do you feel when you're styled versus when you're not? Because there's no universal rule book for all this. It's a personal journey. And if you haven't taken a step yet, go ahead and try something new. You might find a version of yourself that you didn't even know you needed. So personally, based on like how things felt, I don't think we should go back. That would be a little bit more tension than I want for you right now. So if we go barrel towards down, it'll, be a little less tension. And then secondly, I still think it'll look fresh as hell.
Man, I kind of I seen the barrel twist to the side. I didn't really like it.
Wait, but have you tried it?
I feel like I don't like that, bro.
You've had this style done before, right?
Yeah, normally I used to get them just braided to the back. Some people would put it in a ball. Besides that, some people just leave it out, like the ends out. I go through different phases. So like I said, sometimes I like my hair down, but then I hate that it's in my face.
Once we dished the Pop Smoke idea, we both agreed styling everything straight to the back was the better move. But Ryan said that he didn't want barrels in the back. He wanted the back to hang loose. Just pretty much let it do its own thing. Now me, I was a little unsure at first. A part of me still feels like the barrels would have been a better choice, or even flipping those loose locks into 2-strand twists. But hey, my job is only to execute upon requests, you feel me? Here's something I'll say though. If you're a loctician and you're not stocked up on rubber bands, you might as well be a barber with no cool care or aftershave. And I say that because, boy, I've been in situations where I just didn't make sure I had enough rubber bands. And let me tell you, beauty supply stores aren't all over the place. So you really got to be stocked up. How's that feel though?
I'm good.
Yeah?
The only ones that used to really hurt me is on the sides, right around here.
All the ones that I cut off?
Yeah, when they would get pulled, oh my gosh, that shit would hurt. Can you knock off the...
I feel like I've been on this long grind for a while, putting in hours, showing up when it's hard, building something out of nothing. And let me tell y'all, man, it's been painful at times, it's been frustrating, but I know there's something waiting for me on the other side, something real. I feel like this chapter is not about YouTube, it's about purpose, about finally stepping into my blessing. I'm still laying these bricks, still learning, but this vision I've got, I'm telling y'all, it's starting to move. I just want to thank all of you, to everybody that's been watching, sharing, commenting, even just vibing. Y'all are the reason I keep grinding through all this.
Pretty hard. No, the only like I said, the only other thing I normally do is like I'll normally have like the ends like upward. Lower it back down a little bit. Push it more to like the center. Let me see with like the other one.
You want it higher? Lower?
I think lower. I think a little bit lower. Yeah, I think that looks better, yeah.
You have a do-rag or something?
I need to get one.
If you're new to the channel, I'm the local Tampa Bay bartician. That's a barber/loctician. Remember, if you want a free haircut service, make sure you hit the link on the description below. I'm starting to get these recording sessions up, and you don't want to miss that spot. But real quick, I got one question for y'all. Did I use too much color enhancement on my guy, Ryan?